And now for our feature presentation.
20 years ago, Finding Nemo was released. Finding Nemo is a beautiful and engaging adventure. It's about Marlin, who recently loses his wife and all 500 of his unborn kids to a barracuda. Only one child survives that, and he names it Nemo. After being overprotective, Nemo ends up being captured, and it's up to Marlin and Dory, a fish with short-term memory loss, to find him. One thing I want to point out is Marlin could arguably be Pixar's most tragic character. This man lost all of his kids, his wife, and now his son is stolen. He can't just use Find My Shell Phone to find Nemo. That was such a lame joke, Jesus. And, worst of all, his jokes ain't even funny.
There's a mollusk, see, and he walks up to a sea. Well, he doesn't walk up, he swims up. Well, actually, the mollusk isn't moving. He's in one place, and then the sea cucumber, well, I'm mixed up. There was a mollusk and a sea cucumber. None of them were walking, so...
This fish is starting to sound like me, low-key. Remember that one joke I made that was really lame? He can't just use Find My Shell Phone to find Nemo.
That just happened 10 minutes ago.
This man has to journey the entire ocean. That's over 70% of the planet, so obviously the scope of this movie is huge. Some people could say Marlin and Dory jumping from sea creature to sea creature is to pad the runtime, but each one they meet services Marlin as a character to ease him up a little and teach him a lesson. This movie never bashes you over the head that Marlin's wife died or he lost his kids at all. It's only mentioned in the opening, and the rest is for the audience to decipher why he's so uptight. It's one of the best directing decisions from any Pixar movie. While they travel from place to film simultaneously creates the feeling that the world of this movie is gigantic. The animation of the sea creatures and the way they move packs a lot of weight and brings this entire nautical world to life. And 20 years later, the moment where Marlin surfaces above water and keeps going back down looks painfully realistic.
No! Nemo! Nemo!
Every scene with Marlin and Dory, their chemistry shines as Marlin gets annoyed by her and Dory's forgetful but optimistic nature. Dory is annoying on paper, but on screen she works very well. She's a very enjoyable character and absolutely hilarious. The moment where Marlin does end up giving up after seeing his son dead maybe, and Dory doesn't want him to give up, strikes such an emotional chord. Looking back through all of Pixar's saddest moments, this scene is not as blatantly loud and obviously trying to make the audience cry like Coco and Inside Out, but it's really effective because of how quiet it is.
And I look at you and I'm home.
The only true negative I have is when Nemo gets to the tank gang. It's not nearly as intriguing as Marlin and Dory stuff, but the side plot with the colorful cast of characters and my boy William Dafoe helps carries it a lot. Finding Nemo is a triumph from Pixar and will always be considered a classic for years to come. Also, I'm sorry for any aquarium workers who have to hear kids go, "Oh, that's Nemo!" every time they see a clownfish. It must be really tough on you guys.